The assertion that women are inherently drawn to men who exhibit a lack of care is a deeply ingrained and remarkably resilient myth that continues to circulate within various corners of popular culture and relationship advice. This notion posits a fundamental paradox in female attraction, suggesting a subconscious or even conscious preference for emotional unavailability, indifference, and a demonstrable absence of genuine concern. This claim, however, warrants a rigorous and multifaceted examination, delving into the complexities of human psychology, the intricacies of relationship dynamics, the influence of societal conditioning, and the vast spectrum of individual preferences that defy such sweeping generalizations. To truly understand the fallacies inherent in this statement, we must embark on a comprehensive exploration that dismantles the simplistic binary of caring versus not caring and illuminates the far more nuanced and often contradictory landscape of attraction and relational desires. The genesis of this myth can likely be traced to a confluence of factors, including misinterpretations of initial attraction, the romanticization of the chase, the allure of perceived scarcity, and the perpetuation of harmful gender stereotypes. In the initial stages of attraction, a degree of mystery or perceived challenge can indeed pique interest. The human psyche is often drawn to what is not immediately attainable, creating a sense of intrigue and a desire to unravel the unknown. This initial spark of curiosity, however, should not be misconstrued as a fundamental preference for a partner who is genuinely indifferent or emotionally detached. The desire to overcome a perceived challenge is distinct from a sustained attraction to someone who consistently demonstrates a lack of care for one's well-being. Furthermore, the myth of female attraction to uncaring men often intertwines with the problematic concept of the chase. This outdated and often manipulative dynamic suggests that one partner should deliberately withhold affection or attention to maintain the other's interest. While a healthy degree of playful banter and reciprocal effort is a natural part of courtship, the deliberate act of feigning disinterest or emotional unavailability is a form of manipulation that undermines trust and genuine connection. True attraction flourishes in an environment of authenticity and mutual respect, not in a calculated game of emotional cat and mouse. The psychological principle of scarcity can also contribute to the misperception that women prefer men who don't care. When something is perceived as rare or difficult to obtain, it can become more desirable. In the context of relationships, if a potential partner appears to be highly sought after or emotionally unavailable, it can create a sense of competition and a heightened desire for their attention and approval. However, this attraction based on perceived scarcity is often fleeting and ultimately unsustainable. Long-term fulfillment in a relationship stems from feeling valued, secure, and genuinely cared for, not from constantly striving for the attention of someone who remains emotionally distant. Moreover, the perpetuation of harmful gender stereotypes plays a significant role in reinforcing the myth of female attraction to uncaring men. Traditional notions of masculinity have often emphasized stoicism, emotional restraint, and a sense of rugged independence. These traits, when taken to an extreme, can be misinterpreted as a lack of caring. Conversely, women have historically been socialized to be nurturing, accommodating, and emotionally expressive. This can lead to a skewed perception where a man who doesn't overtly display emotional care is seen as possessing a desirable masculine edge, while a woman who seeks emotional connection is viewed as fulfilling a traditional feminine role. These rigid and outdated stereotypes fail to acknowledge the full spectrum of human emotions and the diverse ways in which individuals express and desire care within a relationship. It is crucial to recognize the profound difference between healthy independence and genuine indifference. A confident and self-assured individual will maintain their own interests, boundaries, and sense of self within a relationship. They will not be overly needy or clingy, and they will prioritize their own well-being. These are attractive qualities that demonstrate emotional maturity and self-respect. However, these traits are fundamentally distinct from a deliberate lack of care for a partner's feelings, needs, or overall well-being. A truly independent individual can still be a deeply caring and supportive partner, demonstrating affection and concern in healthy and appropriate ways. Furthermore, the claim that women prefer men who don't care often fails to account for the vast diversity of individual preferences and attachment styles. Just as men are not a monolithic group with identical desires, women also possess a wide range of tastes and priorities when it comes to romantic partners. Some individuals, regardless of gender, may be initially drawn to a sense of mystery or a partner who appears less emotionally available, perhaps due to their own attachment patterns or past experiences. However, this is not a universal preference, and many individuals, both men and women, prioritize warmth, emotional availability, open communication, and demonstrable care when seeking a long-term, fulfilling relationship. To generalize the preferences of an entire gender based on limited observations or anecdotal evidence is not only inaccurate, but also deeply disrespectful to the complexity of human individuality. Healthy and sustainable relationship dynamics are characterized by mutual respect, trust, empathy, and open communication. In such relationships, both partners feel valued, supported, and genuinely cared for. There is a reciprocal exchange of affection, attention, and emotional support, creating a sense of security and belonging. The notion that one partner should deliberately withhold care or affection to maintain the other's interest directly contradicts the fundamental principles of healthy relationship functioning and erodes the very foundation of trust and intimacy. The allure of the bad boy archetype is often cited as anecdotal evidence for the claim that women prefer men who don't care. While it is true that some individuals may be initially drawn to a sense of rebellion, danger, or unpredictability, this attraction is often rooted in novelty and excitement rather than a genuine preference for a partner who lacks empathy or concern. Furthermore, this type of attraction is often short-lived, particularly when seeking a long-term, committed relationship. The initial thrill of unpredictability can eventually give way to a desire for stability, emotional security, and a partner who demonstrates genuine care, reliability, and a commitment to mutual well-being. In conclusion, the pervasive and harmful myth that women inherently prefer men who don't care about them is a gross oversimplification of human attraction and relationship dynamics. While initial intrigue may sometimes be sparked by perceived unavailability or mystery, sustainable and fulfilling relationships are overwhelmingly built on a foundation of mutual care, respect, empathy, open communication, and a genuine commitment to the well-being of both partners. To cultivate meaningful connections, individuals should focus on embodying authenticity, emotional intelligence, and a genuine willingness to care for and support their partners, rather than resorting to manipulative tactics based on a flawed and damaging premise. The rich diversity of individual preferences and the fundamental principles of healthy relationship functioning unequivocally underscore the importance of moving beyond simplistic and often deeply harmful stereotypes about attraction and relational desires. True and lasting love flourishes not in the absence of care, but in its abundant and reciprocal expression. Please guys visit our channel for more relationship videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Thanks for watching.